Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You will not believe that William Ruto is using the compensation thing to clean up his name in US. And so William Ruto, we are being told by the spy that William Ruto is going to compensate just certain number, those who were killed, about 200 of them, in the name of cleaning up his name in US, because according to the Standard newspaper, we are being told that this is just a scandal, as Kenyans are struggling to put food on the table amid the escalating cost of living. The William Ruto's administration has, behind closed doors, struck a deal to spend hundreds of millions of shillings in taxpayers' funds, of course, to clean up his image in Washington, D.C. This comes just moment after a Republican senator tabled a motion before Congress to process Kenyans citing links to Sudanese warlords and brutal domestic record marked by abductions and killings. Now the Ruto presidency appears intent on saving his government face in USA. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, ensure you like the video. You like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. The way you can see an agreement in between William Ruto's government and a firm called Continental Strategy, LLC, where the headquarters is in Washington, D.C. We are being told their main work is to ensure they clean up William Ruto's name in US. Something that will shock you, according to what we've seen, Standard newspaper is telling us, is that Ruto's administration has quietly signed away more than 272 million Kenya shillings per year of taxpayers' money to US lobbying firm at a time when millions of Kenyans are struggling to put food on the table. Now, the controversial deal with the Continental Strategy LLC, of course, a Washington outfit owned by Donald Trump's close ally, and former Ambassador Carlos Trujillo, is designed to airbrush Nairobi's battered image in Washington, D.C. So all things you saw that Professor Makau Mutua being given a strategy or framework of compensating those who were killed during the demonstration, it is not to benefit Kenyans who are, of course, who faced the wrath of the lethal brutality of the police officers. But the main issue here is that William Ruto wants to cleanse his name in US, not even in Kenya. Now, as we continue, we are being told that confidential documents reveal that Kenya will pay $175,000 US, which it is 22.7 million every month. Every month. And this will accumulate to 272,000 Kenyan shillings per year. Reason being, William Ruto wants to clean up his name in US. Now, as we speak, separate from the cost of hotels, flights, cafes, meals, and conference fees for lobbying, of course, for lobbyists, in what critics says is attempt to whitewash blood on the streets from Ruto's crackdown on protests and soften international uproar over Kenya hosting Sudan's notorious Rapid Support Forces called RSF militia leaders among stirring of blunders. Now the contract is signed under the Foreign Agents Registration Act as filed number 700 or 7,545 on August 6th by foreign track, that we are being told that is the business that William Ruto is currently doing. Now, there's something here. When you look at this letter, you can see it has been signed by the firm. And you will, of course, you will be losing 22.7 million per month just to give this firm to whitewash William Ruto's name in US, and 272 million Kenya shillings per year just to cleanse William Ruto's name. Now, when these Kenyans who were killed during the demonstration of the Finance Bill 2024 financial year, and you saw even this year, some were killed, good number of them, and you will be shocked that William Ruto is planning to just select a section number of these individuals who were killed to compensate, of course, to mobilize them in a way that they will come out starting recording videos or saying that we've been compensated, now we are comfortable with the government, we are okay with the government, to show that William Ruto is working on the compensation. But you will be shocked that even some individuals who are not affected by the police brutality will even appear before cameras and say that we were compensated. Yet, they never face the wrath of the police brutality. They never face the wrath of the protest on the streets. But because William Ruto has an idea of coming out with some forgery and heinous act of trying to cleanse his name, I can tell you, William Ruto is having something behind the curtains. That if you keep quiet, William Ruto is busy whitewashing his name. And by the end of the day, he's the one who is going to benefit, not Kenyans. Are you getting that? Because remember, when the US Senate decided to review the status of Kenya's non-NATO, has been a problem to William Ruto because he's feeling he will be losing some privileges that was, of course, that came up with this so-called the non-NATO status that Kenyans, of course, gained during a state visit of William Ruto during the regime of Joe Biden. But immediately, Donald Trump took over, or rather, when Donald Trump took over, you've seen that a Republican senator coming out to question the relationship in between William Ruto's administration with the US administration. Because when you look at how William Ruto is behaving, one, he's going against the humanity. When people are coming out to, of course, express their contrary opinion to his, is coming out to use police brutality to, of course, infringe the rights of humanity among Kenyans. And that is why you can see many were killed. No one understands. Even some individuals, they disappeared. We don't know where they are. Some are even being charged with terrorism. You know, since last year, some 400 of them, I think 400 and above individuals, young Kenyans, are facing the wrath of William Ruto. So as he is coming out to lie to us, he must be told that this money is planning to use, he must be investigated. And I think The parliament must come out to step in this issue. The members of parliament must interrogate this. Because as much as William Ruto is going to do this, is literally not only going to affect us, but is going to show a government that is just busy doing their interest, not the interest of the people. Because when he announced that he has, of course, launched a framework and, of course, a team led by Professor Makau Mutua that is going to lead the compensation of Kenyans who were killed and those who face the police brutality, we thought like, okay, William Ruto has, of course, decided to move a single step that is going to make Kenyans feel, okay, the president is trying to show us love. But it is not love. William Ruto, whatever he's doing, is just to protect his administration and to make sure that his relationship with the US is going to be intact, because he understands the repercussions and the littleness of the US coming out to withdraw the Kenyan's status of non-NATO. But now, look at this issue in this way. What if the US will decide to see what is coming behind the scene, where William Ruto is using the farm to whitewash his name, but inner side of William Ruto, he is not planning to do whatever will please the US. But what he's doing is for his own benefit, to make sure that he's going to retain that seat come 2027. And again, what he's doing is just he's trying to prevent that Kenya should not lose that NATO status, because there are several privileges that we had. And if this is going to be withdrawn, then there are several privileges that we are going to lose. On the same note, as I finalize this video, let me tell you, Kenyans, William Ruto is an evil man. You can see even in his two eyes. Whatever he does is for his own benefit. Whatever he plans is for his own benefit. Don't expect William Ruto to compensate those who were killed during the demonstration last year and this year. Don't expect. You will even see William Ruto mobilizing a group that even their children hawakuenda demonstration, hawakujua demonstration nini, na watu wa parade pale waseme tumecompensate na hakuna chochote. Wale akina Rex, akina Albert Ojwang, or several of them, you'll not see there. What do you think, guys? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Because of your great support, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.